Happy fall, everyone. Today I'm sharing a journal I made called Sense and Sensible Sentiments. And that's because I've added scent to this of the fall season, like spices and gingerbread, cinnamon, cloves, everything you would think about making or baking during the fall season. Well, not everything. Not stews, because we all like to make stews and soups. No, it's just the sweet smelling, spicy scents. And this is a fraying kind of a tie here of sari silk that's removable. The sensible sentiments are in the journal as well. Little things I've added, and then I also included some that you can add yourself, whoever would be the recipient of this. So an envelope full of those cut out for you or torn out. Now to let's see, what do I say? It's a big journal. I think it's about 200 pages. I didn't write it down, but it was around 200 pages and has lots of lace and embellishments, but not overly so. 12 by 6, long and narrow. A layered cover. It's got kind of that grungy, coffee-dyed lace doily. It has all kinds of layered lace at the bottom here too. Bunch of layers with charms, things like that. I'm going to be able to... I always forget where the lens is on my phone camera, but the back has a shabby, kind of a shabby chic vintage look of the snippet roll that I made here. And tablecloths, doilies, yo-yos, lots of little types of snippets of lace everywhere. Trim, this is antique trim. Antique laces. Beautiful crocheted laces. I guess I showed you most of that. What else? I guess, and I hand stitched this with it's a woodsy dark scene for fall, and I cut this little girl out, added some lace here on her dress, and this is a old vintage photograph with a little butterfly, and these are some antique little bits of a quilt top. Like I said, lots of lace. Oh, and 2 pockets, or 3 actually, two on the side here, and on the top I put a couple of things there. So that's kind of fun, and like I said, lots of little bits of lace. As we go inside, this is thick. It has some quilt batting inside, plus all the different layers. I made just an open pocket here that you can put larger things in. This is a letter, tissue type letter from 1983 from Africa, typewritten, which will be fun to read. And there's some old Scotch tape right there on that letter. I have a photograph of 2 little boys. Because it's the fall season and everybody goes back to school, I put some children in here for the school children and all of that to go along with the fall idea. And here is part of a snippet roll with the layers right there of lace. Magazine. This is a book page of a kitchen. This is some writing space. Avocado dyed paper from Sonia, subscriber friend. There's a magazine page of apples, apple orchard, and some school paper, music pages, wallpaper. Try to keep the colors blend together and look, have the fall look to it. And then we have book pages that I've copied. This is a copy of recipes that my mother-in-law wrote out. This was part of her cookbook that she wrote in. So that's kind of fun. And then some fall leaves there. I've coffee dyed paper. Apples, wallpaper. There's some more wallpaper. Here's a sweet little photo of a young man going off to school. I've added some vintage photos of school children. Here's a fall scene of a little house. A leaf here. I can't tell if you can see the bottom here. I don't think you can. Okay, so there's a leaf onto this page. Pine cones. Here's a couple of lace and doily added to this page. As you can see, there's lots of fall colors in here. And lots of writing space. I didn't over embellish, but I did embellish it enough, I think. That's a woodsy scene. And I coffee dyed it, so this came through, which I like to do that. It gives the other side a very pretty look to it. These are recipes from an old collection I have of typewritten recipes. Some more fall scenes. This is actually a copy of very, very old antique fabric. And I added these two together so there can be a continuation of writing for quite a long time there. Little pocket. Here I have a flip up that I sewed around the photos of these school children. Let me see if I can show you that up close. And this is coffee dyed muslin. Now here is the envelope. I won't open it, but it has all the copies of sentiments that I've torn that can be applied to the pages. Some more wallpaper. The other side of that doily, it's quite a nice long one. Sometimes they seem too pretty to put inside, something to not use, but it's nice. I like to look at it in the journal. More wallpaper, and this is some tissue paper over some more of that avocado dyed paper from Sonia. Part of a receipt. Here's one of the sentiments, and this is on a magazine page about tempting tastes of autumn, so it fits. It's called, the sentiment is delicious autumn. My very soul is wedded to it, and if I were a bird, I would fly about the earth seeking the successive autumns. And that's George Eliot. This is a copy of a hanky and some tissue paper, an old postcard. Another photo of school children. The book page of a little kitchen. Needs something there. It needs a photograph. or painting, some kind of embellishment. But I left it plain and put some black to go with that, black lace. And then on this side is just fall colors. It's the caves or something, a postcard of caves. But it goes with the colors of fall. Here's the other side of the ledger that was in the front page. And here we come to the second signature. There are 2 signatures in this journal. This is part of that necklace, so it can untie right, or be undone right here and taken off. Embellishments on the bottom of this Setting a Fall Table magazine page. And this is kind of pretty, I thought. It went well. This is off of an old wedding dress that my friend Debbie sent me to use. More of another original ledger page. Book page. This is Debbie again sent me this paper that was like padding when she sent me fairies in the mail. So I used that here, and it's glued onto something so it won't rip. And then we have another letter from Africa. It's written on this whole envelope here. That. And tags. Here we have a charm, a key charm here. Probably will miss some of these charms because I kind of forget about them, but there is some old negatives and a photo of some gals on a jalopy. And this is little note paper embellished with antique lace. This is off of my Edwardian skirt that I use often. I would hate to get to the point where I don't have any more of that. I like that lace a lot. Here's an old napkin. Beautiful fall colors. Dictionary page. And this one I really like. This autumn scene with the shoes and everything. Petals in the autumn air. Little bird tuck spot there. I'll just add little things here and there. This says, I found my cozy baby blue sweater. Yep, probably down at the bottom of the closet or dresser drawer all summer long, and then I have to bring it out. Well, not this one, but I do have a baby blue sweater. And then a tag I made. But anyway, you bring it out for the fall because it gets a little chilly. This is an owl charm that Sonia gave to me. Some old linen copy there, and a magazine or a book page. This I like a lot. It's kind of got that shabby chic look of the lace, and then there's a tassel here. I painted that so it would go with the look on the photo here of the faucet, and got that from graphic fairies. Okay. And then there's some more old lace and a copy of an old receipt. Let's see if I can read this. It's time to bring out some burlap and patchwork quilts. Yep. Love those patchwork quilts. And here is a sheet music, Autumn in New York. And then antique lace. Here's fall print, fabric that's printed in a fall scene, you know, pumpkins and the Indian corn there, and here's some more lace and another fall color with the burlap trim and writing space there. And that's tied on with embroidery thread. And a copy of a vintage ledger or antique ledger. Here's a scene of really nice setup there in the trunk. That looks so fun. Go out and jump in the leaves and enjoy the fall weather. And the receipt again, ledger page. Here I put this on a sample card with an old rusty safety pin. And then there's another little card to open here to be written in. Whoops. Something on there. And a copy of a photo of three gals on a bicycle. Looked like the same ones that were on the jalopy even. Who knows? Maybe they are. I'm not sure. And then I made this little pocket. Whoops. Okay, they go in there. No, they do. And there's a heart charm at the bottom there. And this is very old. I think it's upholstery trim. It's very soft. So I've added some things there to the tuck. Well, it's a tuck spot on the pocket. I don't know if I can think of the word pocket. Okay, so there's another place for a, tag. There's some cinnamon on that side of the tag. This is old lace, copy of a lace, and did some stamping there. More recipes. More lace. I added, it already had the holes, so I just put this photo on there of three, I will call them school children. I don't know if they're actually on their way to school or not. Water break. Did a little stamping on that for the fun of it. And here too. More pumpkins from a magazine. This one is The Making of Fine Cider. So the quote I chose was, "It was a beautiful autumn day with air like cider and skies so blue you could drown in it." It's by Diana Cattle something. Cattledom. Hard for me to read that print. So here's just same what was on the other side. The other half of the other side. The signature. Oh, there's some of those cookies we wanted to make. Kind of gets me excited about baking, but I'm not doing a lot of it the last few years. Okay, so more writing space and the other side of the lace one. And here I took some stenciling to make it look like a forest, trees here, and then little stenciling of the leaves. This I just left as is, the other side of that quilt top. It could be made into a pocket. You can add some paper or cardstock or something and then glue it or whatever here. But I just left it as is. A little bit of embellishment there. More magazine page. This is a quote that says, "Autumn is a season that teaches us that change can be beautiful." And I can't even read, so I don't have my glasses on, who said that, but it's there. And here's some very scented little tuck spot here with quilt pieces and lace. And oh, this is the one that the heart charm is on, and some copy dyed lace there. And we come to nearly the end. Here's a book, other side of that book page, and this comes off. Well, I guess I can take it off and put it back in later. It's paper clipped onto this page. Just something I made for fun. You can write it on a little bit, or you could add your own paper, but you can put something back here. It's a pocket, but this here won't come out unless you cut, because I glued it. But you can cut it. This has scent in it, so that helps make it scent, and it's called mulled spider. Mulled spider. Mulled cider. Told you I got tongue-tied. Okay, or get tongue-tied. That, yeah, goes on this page that is also scented with some old, just did some, whatever. I made it look old. And then there's wallpaper here, and this goes onto this side. Well, I'll put that on later too. More wallpaper and a book page. The other side of the ledger. And the other side of the book pages. And then here's some trim, antique trim. And we come to the very back. It's got a pocket with this copy of an old photo and frame. And here's one of my tags. Got lace, the old lace there, this is another part of that Edwardian skirt. There's two types of lace on there, this here. And then we have another, did I already pull these out? I think I did, I don't know. Those go in there. And I embellished this with a yo-yo, and this crocheted little flower came from Beth, subscriber friend, and thank you, Beth. And this spoon, thank you, Sonia. I believe that was from Sonia. Some of these things I'm not positive because I've taken them and put them in different places, and then if you have them and put them away, don't always remember where they came from. But it was a gift. I know that. This is lace from an old doll dress, as well as this. And that is the end. That is the end. And I'm trying to think of, well, for those that stayed to the end, I just want to acknowledge some of the people that have commented quite a few times. Of course, Beth Ann and Sonia, Hilda, Connie. There's a couple of Connies. Connie B. I know. And then there's my new friend from Romania. I'm not sure what your first name is. I don't know if it's part of your handle or not. I didn't know that. But Deborah and Debbie, and of course Sarah and Claudia, and then another Claudia and Amy, Karen and Heather. Okay, so I need my magic mirror, like Miss Nancy, because I know everybody, probably most people that watch my channel, if they watch TV as a child, not everybody, but a lot of people would know who Miss Nancy was. Of course, she's kind of known now too, I think, in some ways. Okay, so if you comment, you might be called out next time. if you haven't commented before. I hope that was quick enough, because you know what? YouTube says people don't like long videos and they don't like to hear people say more than they need to, or something like that. I don't know. But we don't really care, do we? What YouTube says? All right. I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. I think I might, if somebody sees this and they want to buy it, you can find my email on my information, about me on my, you have to go to my Sweetbriar Cottage page and then look on the about, and it will, you can click on where it says email, and it'll bring up my email address. So email me and let me know if you are interested at all, and I will email you back. If I don't hear of it from anybody for a week or so, then I'll be putting it on Etsy. But I thought I'd give people a chance, because I can have the price a little lower than what I would actually put it on Etsy for, because you know how they charge fees and everything. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.